Alright, it has been a minute. I'll try and talk louder just because I don't like dealing with when I speak quietly. Okay, so hopefully I keep this up for this fucking video. Yeah, it's been a minute. I haven't recorded a video in like a month. Well, a video that you guys have seen in like a month. Not that I've just been like making and deleting videos. I tried recording, I guess, two. The first one was a scripted video, which I do want to dip my toes into eventually, but I'll loop back around to that later. The second one, I literally I forgot to write down topics before the video, and I could not think of shit to talk about. So I was like saying nothing the whole time. I was just playing Risk of Rain. It was basically just no commentary, Risk of Rain footage, so I was obviously didn't put that up. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about time today, because it's been on my fucking mind. It usually is, I'll be honest. But, time is just fucking scary. It can be. If I, like, obsess over it and shit. Which I try not to do. I'm getting better at that. Not perfect, but I'm getting better. The main, like, thing that drove this, though, is my little brothers. It is weird being an older brother, like, significantly, yeah, I'll say significantly older. There's about 10-year age gap between me and my next youngest brother. So, like, that's pretty significant. I mean, we're not growing up in the same house anymore. We haven't for a fucking while. So yeah, I'd say that's significant, but it's weird because he's around, like, he's about to be a teenager, you know? And so obviously he's getting into, like, more adult shit as you do at that age. At least I did. Not like porn, that's not what I'm talking about. But like his tastes are clearly developing into, like, not children's shit. And it's weird to see because I'm looking at him, I'm like, dude, you're way too young. You shouldn't be watching that. Like, he watched Fight Club. He watched Fight Club like 2 months ago or something. And he told me, and I was like, you watched Fight Club? Did you like it? And he was like, yeah, I thought it was awesome. I was like, okay. Because, like, this is typical, like, Gen Alpha kid. He loves being on his phone, loves fucking rotting his own brain away. Not that he really knows any better. Shit like that. So I hear that he sits down and he watches Fight Club. I'm like, what the fuck? There's no way he even understood what was happening in the movie. But then I think back to when I was his age. I was like, no, I was doing the same shit. Because at first it was just like a place of concern. I'm like, you're too young to be watching this, man. I'm just gonna fuck you up. Not like severely, but like, you know what I mean? You see a kid doing something he shouldn't, probably shouldn't, and you're like, that's weird. Like when parents bring their small children to fucking horror movies. Like, I was working Nosferatu, and this is opening night. 2 parents brought in like 4 of their children. None of them could have been older than 10. Which to me is weird, especially with Nosferatu, because, like, there's nudity in that movie. If you want to bring your kid to a rated R movie and it's just like action and shit, cool with me. But yeah, it's weird having like that feeling like he shouldn't be doing that. But I was doing all that. I feel like I turned out all right. I feel like I turned out good. Like, I'm well adjusted, I'd say. And then my other little brother, he's still very innocent, you know, into Sonic and shit. Not really trying to watch Fight Club. So, you know, that's nice, but just have to wait a couple years and he'll be like that too, more than likely. Oh, I can't remember if I said this at the start of the video. These aren't my weapons of choice, per se. I'm doing a 2-box challenge. This is what I got fucking stuck with. It's also weird seeing, like, what kids are into now. Like, what games they play specifically. Because my two younger brothers are very into video games like me. Like they're always playing something. Fucking rephrase that to just Roblox. But it's weird, because, like, by the time I was my little brother's age, I was playing Call of Duty, GTA, you know, violent shit, for the most part, almost exclusively, and then, like, obviously Minecraft is mixed in there. I don't see him on anything like that. Like, I always had the new Call of Duty every single year. They have maybe 2 Call of Duty games. They really don't play them. Granted, they're not great ones. One of them is Vanguard. I think the other one's Cold War, which I like that one, but it's not exactly a fucking peak Call of Duty. But instead, they just play Fortnite and Roblox, which I think it's great that, like, free-to-play shit really has kind of taken over to an extent. Like, I like it for the accessibility reasons, but not for, like, anything else. It's so fucking heavily monetized, it's evil. That's chill, though. Keeping this train moving, though, work has just sucked recently. Not for, like, the actual work that I'm doing, you know, that stuff's still very easy. But it sucked because I just don't enjoy it at all. And so what my mind resorts to is a time when I did enjoy my fucking job. And I kind of just sit there and I live in the past all fucking day. And it doesn't end once I'm clocked out. I still just kind of like think about the theater in its, we'll say, prime. Really wasn't the prime, but like for me. And it brings me comfort. You know, I'll say that. So to an extent, it's good, but it's like, I live in my head in the past, like all fucking day. And it just makes me sad, and like I miss it, and I'd love to go back. Not possible, of course. Which I always tell myself, but that doesn't really stop the thoughts from creeping up. But, you know, not that I'm always like this. Which I should clarify, I'm not always in my head thinking about it, like, it's just a little stint right now. I've been very busy recently. So, I haven't been able to do the shit that I want to do, like, truly do. And that's fucking bummed me out, but, you know, that's part of growing up. So I'll fucking hear from anybody if I fucking complain about this to somebody in person. Just such a fun response to get when you, like, are having trouble with finding time to enjoy yourself. You just get hit with, "It's called being an adult. It's just growing up for you. Welcome to the real world." Shit like that. Ugh, it's so fucking annoying. Because it's like, didn't want to go to a hospital. Didn't want to work there. Would have loved to stay at the theater. But I'm smart enough to realize that I can't live off of theater paychecks because they don't pay enough. They don't have benefits. 2 things that the hospital does. But work at the hospital is fucking boring. And so I always try and put a positive spin on it. Like, this, having a shitty job will motivate me that much more to, like, try and get this YouTube thing to work. You know, really push myself, which, like, for the most part is true. Like, I'm very motivated, and I have been for the last month and a half, 2 months, I think, to, like, do this YouTube thing. Like, I want it. I want it bad. But shit just keeps getting in the way. I'm busy. I'm busy, and I don't have the ability to set aside time right now for this. Even though it's like the thing that I am also, it's either living in the past or living in the future with YouTube. And it's fucking annoying because I just want to, like, I just want to live now. I want to live now and do YouTube now. I don't want to think about doing it. I just want to do it. And I still haven't told anybody about this channel, so, like, that's on me. Like, I could be doing this if I just told a couple people in my life. I could just do it freely in front of them. Not, probably not in front of them, but, like, I could be like, hey, I'm going to do this for a second. I have to pause, hold on. I have to go do this. Don't listen in on me, please. Don't be in the same room. It'll only be like a half hour to an hour. But I'm just afraid of that rejection, so I haven't said anything. And I know, like, I know I have gotten into this on the channel before, so I won't say much more. But I will say, if I told people, I would get their support. Like, I know I would. I know these people well enough. But something in me tells me they will reject this. They will tell me to quit and, like, grow up. But I can't even blame myself. Because that's all I was met with when I was at the theater. It was like, you can't stay there forever. You gotta find a real job at some point. Which is fucking bullshit. Because, like, if it pays, that's a real job. They're just fucking cheap hoarders, fucking CEOs. So they're not actually gonna give their employees anything half decent. Which is awesome. And then you'll, like, say that. And you know what you'll get hit with? Get hit with some shit like, it's not their job to feed you. Like, if you are providing jobs, it is your job to feed your employees. And make sure they're, like, taken care of. That's your only job as a boss. Realistically, like, if we're looking at it from the profit incentive, profit motive, business maxing way, it's like, your job as a boss is to keep the business flowing well and efficiently. Okay, whatever. But if you're like a human with empathy, it's about making sure those people are taken care of. There's also just, like, so much I want to do in the future that I think about all of it, and it just, like, paralyzes me. I don't know. I think I've already fucking used that term in this video, but it, like, paralyzes me into not doing anything. It's like, I want to do this. I'll just rattle them off, okay? Just no shame here, because I'm about to mention a reality show that I want to be on. It's a little embarrassing, but okay, whatever. I want to be on Big Brother. I want to start a YouTube channel. I want to write movies. I want to direct movies. Fuck. I want to direct movies. I want to travel so much. I want to start a family. That one can come a little later, though. That one's not going to come right now. Don't have the time or money for that. I want to fucking see my friends every weekend. I want to make time for my girlfriend. I want to make time for the rest of my family. I want to, like, there's so many wants that it's fucking impossible to take the next step. And, like, some of those are bigger tasks, like YouTube or Big Brother. Some of them are smaller, like just seeing my family, putting time aside for my friends and girlfriend. But it's like, none of them are happening. I'm not necessarily, like, depressed about it, but it will fucking lead there. But it's not there yet, and it's really not creeping up on me yet. I just feel like I have, right now, very, very little agency in my life. I feel like what I have to do every day is determined by someone else. What I get to do is determined by other people. And that is a fucking terrible feeling. It sucks. So I'm a very self-centered person. I'm a very... I don't know that I'd say selfish. To an extent, but it's not, like, overly selfish. Where it's like, I'm hungry, or there's a hungry kid in front of me, and there's, like, a fucking Hot Pocket in front of us, I won't take the Hot Pocket. I will give it to the kid. But right now, I enjoy myself and who I am. I like to put myself first. And a lot of people spin selfishness to be like only negative, inherently bad, terrible thing. I don't view it like that at all. And obviously it's because I'm selfish, but like it's all about having a balance, because if you are entirely selfless, you are gonna be miserable. Like, you could be put on this earth to help and give back to people exclusively, but you have to put yourself first sometimes. You need to. Because if you don't, it's gonna fucking eat you alive. And sometimes I do find myself doing that a lot. Mostly because I'm a people pleaser. Like, I'll say that. It doesn't bother me. And it's not like an obsessive thing where I have to make everybody happy always. No matter what, I will. It's not something like that. I can tell people no and make them upset. That's not really an issue for me. But I like being nice. I don't know that I have a whole lot else to say. It feels good recording again. I was worried not that I'd be nervous, but not that I'd have a whole lot to say. But I feel like I got most of what I wanted to say off my chest. So that makes me a happy little guy. I do want to try doing scripted content. And like really try. What stopped me the first time, the first video that I recorded, was I said a word wrong, and then that bummed me out, and I didn't want to go back to recording it, and I sounded very robotic in it, which is going to happen. Probably for the first 20. We'll say 20. We'll keep it high. First, like, 20 videos I make, I'll probably sound like that. Some form of that, even if I'm getting more comfortable. I just have to get over it. I really need to get over, like, I'm not gonna be good at something as soon as I start it. It's gonna take a little time. I'm not good at YouTube yet, but I'm also just having fun with it. But it's also, I don't know, it's the bigger things in life that I want to do. Like, I do want to write, because I enjoy writing. But it's like, if I see that I'm bad at it, it fucking hurts. It's like, no, I'm good at everything that I do. Or I usually have like a pretty decent grasp on it when I jump into it. And with this thing, I don't. But that will change. I just need to keep going.